Welcome to the TBC Pre-Raid BIS Resto Druid Guide. We'll get started with the helmet. First up, the White Men Hood, tailoring BOE, but you probably want to be tailoring if you're going to use the set, in my opinion. If you're going to spend that kind of money, might as well, right? There are a lot of reasons to be a tailor in TBC, especially for pre-raid gear, so there you have it. Anyways, the White Men Hood's probably the best option if you're going to use the set, and I would recommend that if you have cash. If not, then I would get the Hollowed Crown from Harbinger Skyrest in the Architraz. And if you don't want to do that, the Watcher's Cowl with Revered Reputation from the Cenarian Expedition is also an option. For necklace, the Necklace of Resplendent Hope from Epoch Hunter and Heroic Old Hillsbrad is probably your best bet. I don't like Old Hillsbrad Heroic, so I would go with the Sethic Oracle's Focus from the Sethic Hall's quest Brother Against Brother. Quick little run, easy to get, there you go. Natasha's Guardian from Blade's Edge Mountains quest, the Houndmaster is also an option. For shoulders, I said you wanted to be a tailor before. Primal Mooncloth shoulders, BOP tailoring. These are going to be your best pieces pre-raid for every healer. So if you got the cash and you want to be a tryhard, get your Primal Mooncloth set, get your White Men set, and you're mostly good to go. For everybody else, Vestia's Pauldrons of Inner Grace from the Cache of the Legion and the Mechanar is a great option. If you don't want to bother with that, Mantle of Autumn from Lodge and Botanica is also fine. For your gloves, Gloves of Living Touch, a leatherworking BOE, going to cost a lot of money. Probably not necessary, but hey, there it is. Hollowed Hand Wraps from Kargath Bladefist and the Shattered Halls is a decent option. Prismatic Mittens of Healing from Commander Cyranus and Botanica. And Cryo Mitts, probably the easiest one to get. It's just a Mana Tombs quest, someone else's hard work paying off. Cloak. Life-Giving Cloak, BOE World Drop, probably not worth the cash. I would get the Bishop's Cloak, it's 25 Badges of Justice. If you don't want to bother with either of those or you need a placeholder, there are several blue cloak options. The easiest one to get, Avian Cloak of Feathers from Sethic Halls, dropped by Talon King Ikis. You're going to be going to Sethic Halls anyway, and this is an easy drop from Easy Boss, and there's other options to get, or rather other items to get from him, so I would just aim for this cloak. Now for bracers, the best one, Bindings of the Time Walker, requires Reputation of Exalted with the Keepers of Time. That's going to take a while to grind out, and those instances are kind of a hassle. Windhawk bracers, it's a BOP option. Probably going to cost you some money, kind of like the Primal Mooncloth options. But hey, it's TBC, you're going to spend a lot of money on pre-raid BIS. Gold Divine Wraps from Underbog Quest The Lost in Action, and Shatrath Wraps from the Shadow Labs quest The Soul Devices are also options. Easier to get, but obviously not as good. For the belt slot, Primal Mooncloth, BOP tailoring. Windhawk Belt, a leatherworking BOP. There's your crafted pieces if you're not going to bother with those. The Sleeper's Cord from Wrathscryer, Socrates, whatever, and Architraz. The Arador bosses, whatever, you know. That's probably what I'd go with if you're not going to spend money on a belt slot. For chest, Primal Mooncloth, BOP tailoring, going to cost a lot of money. The best piece here. Windhawk Halberd from BOP leatherworking is also good, although, you know, I'll just go with the tailoring set and get the White Men stuff too if you're going to spend money. If you're not going to spend money, Hollowed Garments from Murmur and the Shadow Labyrinth is probably your best bet. For legs, White Men Pants, as discussed before, BOE tailoring. Hollowed Trousers from Talon King Ikis and the Sethic Halls. Pants of the Naru is a Netherstorm quest special delivery in Shatra's City, probably the easiest one to get out of those. Boots of the Pious from Pathelion the Calculator and the Heroic Mechanar. If you don't want to bother with that, Boots of the Gladekeeper from Cache of the Legion, also in the Mechanar. Jeweled Boots of Sanctification from Warbringer Omrog and Shattered Halls. For rings, you have several options, starting with Band of Halos, it's 25 Badges of Justice. While you're working on that, you got Cosmic Life Band from Nethermancer's Sapatria and the Mechanar as well. Celestial Jewel Ring from the Netherstorm quest Hitting the Motherlode, and depending on your faction, Ancestral Band or Ring of Convalescence from Thalmar or Honorhold Revered Reputation. For trinkets, you can be an alchemist and get an alchemist stone. It's a fancy option, of course. Essence of the Martyr, 41 Badges of Justice. Until you get that, you could also opt to just get 2 Lower City prayer books from Lower City Revered Reputation. They're not unique, so you can just wear 2. Scarab of the Infinite Cycle from Aeonis of Black Morass, and Bangle of Endless Blessings from Warp Splinter and the Botanica are also options you could pick up. For weapons, Hand of Eternity is a BOE blacksmith weapon. Notice a trend, we're going to spend a lot of money for actual BIS for pre-raid. In my opinion, it's not necessary to buy this. I would go for the Gavel of Pure Light. It requires the Shatar Exalted reputation. Before you get that, Lightsworn Hammer and Kargath Bladefist Shattered Halls is probably a good option, and if not that, Hammer of the Penitent from Mechanalord Capacitus and the Mechanar. For your offhand slot, you have Tears of Heaven, 25 Badges of Justice, or the Wingcaller's Orb from the Cenarian Expedition Exalted Reputation. Until you get those, Lamp of Peaceful Repose from Dahlia the Doomsayer and the Architraz is a great option. For the relic slot, I would go ahead and grab all of these, not really any reason not to. Herald's Rejuvenating Brooch from the Nagrin quest The Ultimate Bloodsport, Idol of the Emerald Queen from Ambassador Helmaw and Shadow Labyrinth, an Idol of the Raven Goddess from the quest Vanquish the Raven God, the Druid quest. That does it for the pre-raid BIS guide for Resto Druids. A lot of crafted gear and a lot of wasted money. In my opinion, you don't really need to do all of that for Karazhan, so, I guess it depends on what guild you're in, but there's a lot of easy pieces you can grab to make do with. See you next time.